Another shot is coming raw and unbounded. The whiskey's always talking and the beer's overflowing. Another shot is gonna hit you with a mind overloading on it. The bar is always open with no inhibitions. Another shot will leave your sensories twitching. Just remember, everything we say is just our opinion. But then again, it might be the alcohol talking. It might be the alcohol talking. Let's go.
Welcome to Another Shot Podcast, where our opinions might be real, or it could just be the liquor talking. Sit back and enjoy another shot.
Oh, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Another Shots Thirsty Thursday. Thoughts and shots. I want to rephrase all that. Our Thirsty Thursday, dismal day, rainy, chilly. What the hell is going on? I mean, this is unusual for this time of year to be this chilly out there. Either that, or I'm just so used to the hot that I don't know. I do like this little haunting shadow thing I got going on. I'm noticing. It's almost like I need to be telling campfire tales. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe because I've got, the lights of heaven above me. That's all it is. It's the lights of heaven above me. It's all good. We don't need to go batshit here. But anyways, yours truly, we're solid. It's good. Yours truly, I'll tell you what, everybody has that day. And today was definitely that day for me. And I fully welcomed the half day. Took the opportunity to get out there. I paid attention to something really stuck out on something You're fine. Something stuck out that I'd heard before. Pain is not normal. How many times have we heard somebody say, pain is life, or every day's aches and pain. Pain's not normal. Pain is your body telling you that there's something going on. That your body is in stress. So I tell you what, I didn't realize just how much I didn't realize just how bad off I was until I finally went in, and I tell you what, I put myself through the ringer today. It got to the point where I could hardly stand up, let alone kneel down to lift a tire or whatnot. I had to go in, got the T-band, my physical therapist definitely went to town, and he, up and down the leg, I mean, I almost wanted to ask for a safe word. Then they put me on the table, straightened out the spot. Dude, I'll tell you what, getting old sucks. 30 minutes in the massage chair. It sounds like, bitch work right here, but honestly, at the end of the day, I feel 1,000 times better. So, I mean, I guess my first thought is, when your body is telling you something, if it doesn't feel right, probably a good time to go in, have a little look at it. Let the professional sit down and figure out what the hell's going on and fix it. Because now I'm not too concerned about going into work tomorrow, and I feel a million times better. I really do. Tired as shit, but a million times better. Now, if I can just start taking my own advice on this, maybe start getting into bed a little earlier. But that's on me. I'm notorious for going in after a show night or even on a night off. I'll go in and I'll get on my phone. I'll look something up. I'll see something on TV. For whatever reason, it's just like, I'll do a quick look. How many people have lied to themselves and said, I'm just going to look really quick, see what's on? That's the problem. You'll find something that interests you. I'll give it a couple minutes. A couple minutes turns into 2 hours. You're binge watching. Nice mood lighting. Getting lucky in studio tonight. I like it, honestly. That's why I said I like this whole, shadow vibe going on. We had to do a lot of moving around the lights and everything, and I personally like it. It really does give it that old school vibe. Other than the little lamp here in the corner, just it kind of sticks out. I definitely look better in the dark. We all look better in the dark. What is the problem? You got a voice. Speak.
Your headlights are on.
You also want the fan blasted on in here. What can I say? Is my body just being natural? My cat's chilly. I'm just being honest.
Hey,
Just being
Arliss.
honest. What's going on, brother man? Now, I love when people talk with their hands. Every now and then, I can understand. But, yeah. You use your big girl voice. I'm getting the lips pursed and everything. I'm not gonna lie, I'm ball fired tonight. I've got a lot of thoughts. But I will say this much. I want to shout out to my boys over there at the shop. They actually really started getting into the show. So much so, I mean, we've actually had quite a bit of audience. Much appreciated, brother. Bar looks great. I know there was a lot of blood, sweat, and tears that went into it. And like I said, at the end of the day, I think, the team effort, it took a lot of hands to make it look this good. Let's go that way. But I can't even stay on focus tonight. It's just, sorry I didn't tune in much yesterday. Been crazy busy. Dude, I've seen the picture. Arliss, we've seen the pictures, brother. They all look good. He's had radio interviews and so on and so forth. But we do need to set up another time where you and Mikey Boy there is going to come back in and take your seats at the bar. Good luck with that. Our prayers are going out to our boy Blue. Humpty Dumpty fell off the wall big time, guys. And he's battered and bruised, but he's still, he's a trooper. He's in studio, loving life. Can't sit up very straight and then turn around and drop something on the floor. And he looked at it like, that thing might as well be a million miles away. Go gadget arms just don't work like they used to. What are you trying to say? The horse?
No, if I had my grabber here, I'd take it off.
Michael
Mike-
says he's down to clown. You know, it's so much easier when they pop up on screen. It's neat. Oh! I like it. And I get the stern look. Again. That's from the vomit bomb. Ugh. That was definitely needed. But again, I'm giving her a bunch of crap. Nothing new. Kitty Cat did do some more of the Lord's work today. And came in, I guess, I didn't even know she was here. Came in, did a few things. And she's starting to get as bad as me. She's constantly thinking about the bar now. And got me these awesome, I'm not going to say me. She got us this awesome set of spill mats, which anybody that watched last night, I keep forgetting that the height has changed. Tell Blue just because I make stunts look easy. Don't try them at home.
I wasn't.
I was gonna say he wasn't at home.
I was at my brother's in Oakville.
He had to go 600 miles away and then really fuck himself up. That was keynote. Yeah, I found it interesting last night that every time I would move, I keep forgetting the bar is now actually the height that's supposed to be. So I got to keep my head on a swivel when it comes to shot glasses. Speaking of, no, Mikey, it's not Jameson. It's the better stuff. That is my proper. So let's throw it out there. I guess Hawaii got lucky and didn't get the giant tidal wave that, everybody always thinks, it's like in the movies. What was that? Deep Impact, where the 200-foot, 300-foot tall tidal wave came in, and after the meteor hit, they only got hit with 14-foot waves. So it wasn't nearly as bad. I think the thing that really annoys me about that whole situation is people took that opportunity. This AI stuff is getting just a little bit out of hand. And it's almost getting to the point where sometimes you even wonder what's real and what's not real anymore. Guys, have we not seen The Terminator? I'm pretty sure we've heard this story before. Don't let the machines think for us. On the flip side, I do like the Yetis, the Bigfoot, those little clips. I get a kick out of those. Those are hilarious. And all of you guys have been victimized at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning with me just bombarding your messages full of these different TikToks. But AI is just getting to be, I don't know. Oh, yeah. I'll tell you what, though, the smell in here of icy hot, trust me, it lets you know. But it's working for you, isn't it? Yeah, our boy Blue over here really, normally he's a lot more happy-go-lucky. We give each other shit. You kind of see it on this man's face over here that he's not feeling it today at all. And unfortunately, these guys have to make a run here soon, so we are trying to condense as much as possible into the next 2 hours. Less, actually. But yeah, so to keep with the thoughts and shots, AI, I don't know. I'm going to ask you guys out there, what's your opinion of AI? I personally feel like it's getting out of control. Kitty Cat, what's your thoughts on it?
It has its pros and it has its cons. But then again, I mean, that's life. Everything has the good with the bad. So you just gotta.
I think it's getting to the point where it's being abused.
Yeah.
Like I said, the whole, show, the water receding in Hawaii. At one point, they had a video up there, and I'll give it credit. It looked legit. It showed the water had receded almost 100 yards out into the ocean. And then it showed an arrow what was supposed to be the wave coming in. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Russia did get hit with a wave, didn't it? Didn't it wash up on shore? They got hit
Yeah,
really strong.
Yeah.
But what you got that's 1,000-mile stare. What you got?
I think it was 13.
We are going on TikTok here a little later on. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Like I said, I mean, it's just we've talked about AI before. I know Arliss. I'm sure he likes the comedy like everybody else. I mean, if you use it for comedy, that's fine. I like the memorials they've done for like Ozzy and Hogan. Use it like that, or the AI where it's showing the before and after pictures of like celebrities and so on and so forth. But when you will do, brother, when you start like altering pictures, I mean, I've seen them now where they're showing fair rides, carnival rides, people on there, and all of a sudden the whole thing just like topples over. People standing on overlooks, looking out over a canyon and it collapses. That's when I start to really lose interest in it. Because now showing me you can alter any picture. So what's going to be, it's not going to be long before we're going to be like, what's real and what's not real anymore. So AI is BS. The creating to creators. I have to agree. It's kind of like Arliss said, when people start doing full albums just on AI alone, it takes away the fun. It really does. It takes away the artistic aspect of everything. I mean, before you know it, I guess if we really want to, I can sit down and do an AI, the bar and everything, and we'll do the 3D scan of me, and I'll just sit back and we'll hit AI, give it a topic, and let it just run. Save everybody the trouble, right? Then we can just sit back and enjoy the fruits of our labor for no reason whatsoever. What's going on, Ninja? What's up, buddy? But like I said, that is just my thought on it. And it's got one person, but like I said, anybody that wants to chime in on that one. But like I said, I mean, for entertainment purposes, yes, but I'm quickly becoming a non-fan of AI. That's my thought. Here's the shot. Ugh. I did notice something else. For some reason, watching TV is starting to suck again. And this whole political agenda that everybody is wanting to try to push on everybody, that shit's got to go. So I just got sent a video today. I love old Green Day. Their new stuff sucks. This last album doesn't even sound like them. You don't recognize them. It's horrible. Apparently, they've done a concert here recently. And how many of you have heard the song American Idiot by Green Day? There's no song. It was fun. He's changed the words. And he's apparently anti-MAGA. The song was fun. You don't have to use a song that has made you famous to push an agenda. I was actually talking to a guy at work just the other day. He was asking me about the show. And I said, there's two things we definitely try to avoid. We don't like talking about politics. It rears its head every now and then. But when it starts going deep, you cut it. It's force-fed to you anymore. Now, and he said something good. He says he's got his own opinions, but he always keeps it to himself. Because the two things that always, it's his IP. He can do with it as he chooses. It's his IP. What do you mean by IP? What you talking about? It's his personal song. I mean, it's what he does. Yeah, I mean, that's the beauty of freedom of speech. But at this point, again, it's forcing people to pretty much. I'm not the only one that has said this. It's the constant. I've said it before. You turn on ESPN, it's there. You turn on, I don't know how many people still watch MTV. I do on occasion. It's there. It's just, it's something that's being used to divide us. So, freedom of speech, yeah. Is it his song? Yeah. But you're supposed to be, as a band, you kind of have a responsibility to kind of keep everybody together. You're supposed to be promoting a good time. And you are, this is intellectual property. Okay, that's fine. But again, now instead of bringing people together, which is what most bands usually promote, now you're dividing everybody. And honestly, I mean, look how many careers have gone into downward spiral because they decided to get on there and it's on both sides of the coin. How many remember the drill sergeant from Full Metal Jacket? He got blackballed from Hollywood because of his political beliefs. Tim Allen, happened to him. Robert De Niro, happened to him. And these guys are all getting delegated to, independent and straight to video, or however you want to look at it now. There's just certain things. I mean, if you want to talk amongst it, like in a, I don't know, where we're sitting down to dinner or whatnot, or, we're at a barbecue. If you want to talk about it, that's one thing. But when you start using a platform to push it out, to millions and millions of people, at that point, it's just, dude, don't do it with music. But again, that's my personal opinion, That's one of the reasons why I like Bill Burr, but I don't like Bill Burr. When they start just kind of pushing that one-sidedness, everything is designed to divide us. No, that is not true at all. Not at all. And I challenge you to give me examples. You don't design a PlayStation for one particular person. You design a gaming system to please everybody. You know, when you do a show, you reach out to everybody. You know, keep it down the middle. You know, there's other ways to do it than just doing direct attacks on people. So, I don't know. What's up, Kitty Cat? You got something?
He's confusing the heck out of me. 1 minute he pops in there from YouTube. The next minute he pops in there from Facebook. The next minute he's YouTube. He's confusing the heck out of me.
He's just having fun with it. Or him and Sue are both watching. One's watching on Facebook and one's watching on YouTube. So, I mean, I guess in your case, you know, when you get up there on stage, you're just going to start blasting them with, you know, fuck Joe Biden. Or you're going to hit him with a fuck Donald Trump. Fuck, you know, or you're going to get up there and try and make them laugh. Are you going to get up there and try and show them a good time? Or are you going to go up there and ruin something that already pisses everybody off? You know, if you're going to be, I mean, I'll tell you flat out, if that's the way it goes, I mean, I don't get into the one-sidedness.
Yes, dear.
So, there's a couple responses there I can't see. The platform is there, how it's used is up to the individual. I choose to be non-decisive or divisive. I'm not required to be. Because you're smart. Why divide people? Apples and mayonnaise. Sure, that goes good together. It might, you never know.
Yeah, with peanut butter.
I'm just, like I said, I'm over the whole thing. And I mean, honestly, the numbers don't lie. I mean, more and more people are turning off the TV. They're tired of hearing it. They're tired of, and you're taking a big risk when you get up there and try and divide and, you know, push. So at the end of the day, my thought on that, stay in the middle, guys. That's the best way. Entertain. Don't try and persuade and inform. So, on that note, this is the perfect opportunity to take our first break of the evening. I guess our only break. I think we should go ahead and go with, well, I tell you what, dealer's choice on this one. We haven't done it. Well, okay. I guess we're right on. This is Delta Circle, Back and Better. Our good friends out of Savannah, Georgia, guys. Enjoy. We will be right back.
You made your bed, now you might as well lay down.
Looky. Welcome back, guys, to another Shots Thirsty Thursday Thoughts and Shots. After some, your rips are really getting in tonight.
Nips.
It is what it is. Kind of surprised people are focused on that, really. Doesn't look as good as me as it does on Kat. You'll see her on occasion, but she's also wearing a sweatshirt. So if that tells you how chilly it is out there.
What she needs to take off.
Uh-oh. So we got our boy Blue. It is that time of the year, guys. I've been chomping at the bit, and it won't be long before we have our boy 6ix9ine back in here for Thursday nights. My favorite time of the year, my favorite sport, everybody's favorite sport, is rapidly removing shirts. Speaking of the turkeys being done, not people, me. Okay, I don't know what that means, but Steelers football, and this is definitely my boy Blue's here wheelhouse. So I brought him in here to join me in this conversation. A lot of moves have been made this year. I think the Steelers have done the worst this year at moving things around and the decision made. First off, we pick up Aaron fucking Rodgers.
Yeah, I guess we'll see how that is. He was probably picked to be a starter, but if you've been paying attention to the camp, Will Howard is throwing dimes.
Dude, he is.
They said he's the next. People are saying he's the next Big Ben Roethlisberger.
I am very interested in. I'll tell you what. I've been trying to watch. I've been trying to. You can daisy chain it. Oh, you're on screen. No. Sorry about that, guys. We got stuff going on behind the scenes again.
I'm sorry, I had a delivery, a very special delivery.
Uh,
Yeah, but
I want to see him during preseason. They're going to keep, if they even play Rodgers at all. I don't think they will. They're going to try and keep him as healthy as possible.
they're gonna have to at least get a series out of him. I think a series or two.
It's required. So probably like third game of the season, or well, the last game. Now they only have 3. They're gonna put all the starters in and just run and gun with it for the first, I think, series, and then start fading everybody in. I did like what I saw to Will Howard. I was originally kind of iffy on him. He didn't have a bad training camp. He wasn't the worst, but he wasn't the best either. I still stand behind it. Watch out for Jackson Dart this year. Bet you any money he turns into a monster. But Will Howard, I mean, when we were talking about the one night, when we were watching the draft, and I kept saying, okay, Sanders, he didn't come from a big division. He didn't come from a big school. He's going on daddy's name. JD made a good comment. Where did Big Ben come from? Did anybody else ever know of Miami of Ohio before Big Ben?
Probably not.
And on a side note, did you know that Debo played against Big Ben back in their college days?
Yeah,
James Harrison.
when he was at Kent.
Yes. Because he was doing an interview where they were like, hey, do you ever wonder what it would like to be to sack Big Ben? What was that, like? Because he did play for Cincinnati. He said, well, it's not the first time. I think another big move. What's going on, Riley?
It's supposed to be work.
Get off your phone.
He's on break. He literally just messaged me telling me he was on break.
Oh, okay. I'm not a fan at all of the getting rid of Minka Fitzpatrick and bringing in Jalen Ramsey's. Ramsey's 5-6 years ago, amazing. Still had it.
I don't know. They're saying right now, even without Minka, with Slay and Porter and him, and I forget the cornerback. They're saying they could be the best cornerback in the game this year. Secondary.
Well, that's the fun part, though. I mean, corners are supposed to be the guys that are out there. They're like them and the safeties, the last line of defense. If that ball gets thrown out there, it's their job. Where's our weakest point on the defense?
I want to say it was the cornerbacks last year. There was nothing about it. Last year it was the cornerbacks. This year, I don't know. I don't know how the defensive line's going to be. I mean, I don't know if they got the right, they got Hayward and they got Watt, but who do they got other than those two guys?
Yeah, we still have Porter Jr. out there. No, PC Jr. I don't think we have fully addressed the middle of the field. We get tore up for the past, I don't know how long, right in the middle of the field. Now, when we picked up Queens last year, that helped. And then they've picked up somebody else now. I'm trying to remember who. Apparently they're redesigning the defense to put TJ back in his natural position instead of dropping him back like they were to help cover that middle.
I think they're going to go from the 4-3 to the 3-4.
Which was their original. That was always their bread and butter. They were, bring back Blitzburg. That's my thought on that. Minka, a lot of people were bitching about Minka. Where's Minka been? He's been so quiet. If you really paid attention to the game, they never had him in his safety position. They kept bringing him up.
Yeah, they moved him up.
They kept moving him into the scrum of it. And, so he wasn't making the interceptions anymore. He wasn't, forcing the fumbles. Blue's looking more tan than he was before he left. Well, it would make sense. He just came back from, sunny North Carolina. Crazy how that works. Living his best life. Don't let him show you the legs, guys.
No, definitely not.
I will say this, though. We finally will get to see what Roman can do. We did address a little bit more of the offensive line. We're still relying too heavy on the tight end. I'm noticing that. We're picking up.
Which that's a big question.
I thought 100% that we were pretty solid on the whole tight end position. We've got Freiermuth, who has shown he's more than capable. And we've got
That big rookie.
the 6'7" dude. I mean, you put him out there and block. I mean, you give the quarterback time. I think the offensive line is going to show something this year. Now, we got rid of Harris, so we're going to be relying a lot on Jalen Warren. But I think, didn't we pick up the running back from Philly?
Yeah, we got him Gainwell, but the rookie's been shining. Johnson, Kalen Johnson, that we got from Iowa. They were showing him on some breakaway speed, power and breakaway speed. So we'll have to see what that'll turn into. He might be a third down back starter. Warren's going to be the starter. He's going to carry most of the load.
Oh, yeah.
I think Gainwell's going to be one of those, slot backs. He's going to start at halfback and move out to wide receiver.
I was one of the ones when it came to Harris. I kept saying, guys, he's 3 years in now, and every season he's busted 1,000 yards. But when I actually sat back and looked at it, the bulk of his yards came from the scrub teams. When you put him up there against a competitive defense, yeah, his numbers were small. The other thing is, for him, I mean, he was a strong back. He really was. He was the muscle. I love that we had our version of smash and dash. You had Jalen, who's got that just amazing, that burst, boom, and he can hit that spot.
They actually just released Cordero Patterson.
I saw that. But at the same time, that man, dude, it's time to retire. You've had a hell of a career. Injury prone is all get out. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, a lot of his career was defined by injuries.
Bobby says still need to score a touchdown this year.
5 field goals in a game.
Guess what? They got one of the best kickers in the league.
Boswell.
Most accurate.
Except for that one season, dude. I mean, remember when they gave him that contract? He became the highest paid kicker in NFL history. And that season, he absolutely sucked. He was missing extra points. And then the second season, he got a little bit better, and then he got back into his stride. So now I think, he's going to be up there when it comes to it. And Bobby made a good point. I mean, every game, it was field goal after field goal after field goal after field goal. I mean, I don't know. Our red zone is really, again, we got to start working on it, both offense and defense. And again, Harris, for as strong as he was to, burst through that line, why is it when we needed him, that 10 to 15 yards, where was he? So at the end of the day, I mean, yeah, I like Harris, but it did not fully break my heart when they got rid of him.
Yeah, I'm anxious to see what he's going to do with it.
He went to Chargers. Now, I'm trying to remember who was their running back.
I can see it.
They got a decent one, honestly.
It was Austin Eckler. I don't know if he's still there.
The roster includes a mix of returning players and new additions, showcasing a strong lineup. Let's see what we got.
Oh, yeah.
Aaron Rodgers, we bring back Mason Rudolph.
I forgot about Trey Sermon.
We still have Warren, Gainwell, and then we got Metcalf, Woods, Calvin Austin. They're not putting Rosen up there for some reason. I don't know why.
Tight ends there.
Darnell Washington. And we're back. I apologize for that, guys. Don't know what happens. Every now and then the internet still acts up. That is a ongoing issue for us. But unfortunately, our boy Blue had to take off for a little while. Smith and Fryermuth will be awesome TE combo. To play a lot of zone, we will free up DK Metcalf and Robert Woods downfield. Again, like I said, guys, I honestly think our wide receivers, we didn't get to see what Roman could do. And a lot of people are saying he's too short for the position. Well, if you remember, AB wasn't that big. Neither was Smith. We all remember Smith. He played for Carolina. He played for Baltimore. Steve Smith was amazing. But, yeah, at the end of the day, guys, I'm still thinking 100% this is going to be Tomlin's very first losing season. And honestly, they're going to start screaming for his head at that point. Miss Aunt Jen's good to see you. Good looking. Everybody in here is doing just fine. So, I don't know. We're still on a rebuild, so I don't have high hopes for the season. I like when, Blue Wave, what's going on, buddy? Thank you, sir. Thank you. All we got to do now is put the finishing touches on it. Kitty Cat has done, her due diligence and found us some stuff that should be here this week. And it is going to tomorrow. So this weekend we'll be doing some final stuff on it, and I can't wait. And I think we finally, we're going to surprise them.
We're going to get that stuff on.
Yes.
And then the sealer.
The
Where
board
I
looks
can do
beautiful.
all my other stuff.
Board looks beautiful, really does. Thank you. We, like I said, there was creative.
Yeah, you could stand on top of it. It'll definitely hold you.
Oh yeah, it ain't going nowhere.
I'm not sure.
I'd rather you not.
Yeah.
I have high expectations for 11 or 12 wins. Negative. No. I still stand behind it. I think it is going to be a 8-9 season on us. I for one truly believe. Blue says his brother thinks it's going to be 6-11. I'm not going to be surprised, guys. I mean, we're well due at this point, but at the end of the day, like I said, we're on a rebuild. We're trying to, it's that time. It really is. But I'm not going to sit here and slam everybody with Steelers the whole time. I will be happy with 10-7 again. Be the third straight season if we go 10-7. I just, guys, I really don't. I don't see it. So I'm going to sit back and enjoy what comes about. Now, next Sunday, we are whenever you go. Yeah. But honestly, you guys, I think it's going to be a little bit of a repeat as last year. I think Philly's going to be at the top of the list. Washington's going to get in there again. Baltimore's going to be go Steelers. Believe it or not, your nephew has converted a few people into Eagles fans. So I don't know on that one. they're definitely going to be top contenders. They're going to be looking to repeat. They're going to be looking to defend that title this year. Buffalo's going to be knocking on the door. We're going to see another strong Detroit. I think Washington is definitely going to be there. I think we might actually see a different Dallas team this year. I think we're going to see a little bit stronger of a Cowboys team. There's going to be, I think we're due another changing of the guard, guys. I'm not going to lie. I think the Chiefs are going to be back up there. They're going to stay in it somehow. Honestly, the Chiefs have taken over the Patriots spot. Everything is, controversial with them. Everything, they have the refs in their pockets, and there's all sorts of. Oh boy, I can't wait to see what AI does. But they, these calls. I think the Chargers are going to be a team to watch for. Green Bay is going to stay strong. I think we're going to see a rather competitive season. And I'm not saying the Steelers aren't going to be competitive, but like I said, I'm not. The stairway to 7 is not open yet. Screw the Chiefs. I think everybody's just getting. That's the fun thing about sports. When you've got a dominant team, look how long the Yankees, when they made their big return, they had everybody every year. It gets to the point where you want to see them lose. Let's go to the UFC. Anderson Silva dominated to the point where he was so arrogant. There was times he'd be in the cage with people and he'd dance around and do something. And that's how he got knocked out. But once they get dropped, I think that's the other thing. Again, when you talk about something so much, it loses its luster. It really does. Every team has it. There's always some new dynasty knocking on the door, and then the haters start to come out, and they want to before you know it, everybody wants to see them lose. And I don't think the Chiefs are going to be as dominant as they used to be. I really don't. I think, they're still going to be in the playoffs. I guarantee that. But I don't think they're going to be nearly the beast. The AFC North, my division. I remember when, everybody feared playing Baltimore, Steelers, Cincinnati. Cleveland has always been that. I think they had a couple good runs, but 49ers might have a shot. If McCaffrey stays healthy, maybe. I don't think they're going to be, one of the heavy favorites this year at all. The Raiders really didn't do a lot to change up. Like I said, I still say it's going to be Detroit, Washington, Buffalo. I think Baltimore's going to be the team this year, but I think Cincinnati's going to be knocking on the door. Other than that, they're going to be those right there are going to be the teams you're really going to have to watch for. They're going to be the teams to beat this year. And Washington will not surprise me. Kyle Todd. Oh, Kyle, what's going on, buddy? It's been a minute. Where's Scary Terry going? I'm trying to figure out what he means by Scary Terry. I don't know. What do you mean? The question kind of threw me on that one. I don't know. Are we talking about Terry Bradshaw? Because the most recent with him is he was highly critical of Aaron Rodgers. and they've had some. Terry McLaurin. Oh, from Washington. I don't know why he wants to be traded from Washington. I don't know why he wants to be let go. Last year was awesome. They've got a strong chance. Again, yes, my bad, guys. Sorry, my bad. I take full responsibility on that one. Last name sometimes. When I hear Terry, the first person I always think of, but bias me, Steelers, Terry Bradshaw. My bad. I don't know why he wants to be traded. I really don't. I think they got a strong shot. He needs to go ahead and just stick it out with Washington, honestly. Where do I think he'll go, though? If he goes anywhere, I don't know. Let's go ahead and see who all is looking for. Let's see who's all biting. So I'll tell you what, I think he would do well in. I'm going to step behind the bar a second, guys. I honestly feel like a good placement for him. I think he would do well with the Raiders. They're one team that definitely needs. They need a lot of help. That would be my pick, honestly. I could see him going to the Raiders. Aunt Jen actually brought up Steelers would be nice. I thought about the Patriots as well. He might go to the Jets. That would be another one. I definitely think he's going to stay in the NFC. I don't think he's going to go. No, the Steelers aren't the. And on top of it, we've dumped so much money into DK that would it be cool to have McLaurin and DK out there? Yes. But I think at this point we're getting oversaturated with wide receivers. He's definitely not going to the Eagles. The Eagles are still solid on their offense. They really didn't change up much on that one. Cowboys just recently acquired Pickens, and they still have Lamb. That would be. I'm interested in seeing how CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens get along because I don't know how much of it's real, how much of it's not, but apparently they're already kind of at odds with each other. So, honestly, you said the Patriots. They could use a lot of help too. May though, the jury's still out on him. Maybe if you give him a decent target, let's see what he can do. But prospects include New York, which for whatever reason it's not going to say which. Oh, Jets. Oh yeah. Raiders, like I said, and the Patriots. Out of those three, honestly, I think the one team that would have the money to do it, it's either going to be the Patriots or the Raiders. New York, I think. Patriots got Diggs and rookie Kyle Williams. I cannot believe they got Diggs. So I don't know. I think the Patriots still could. He could land there, but that's three strong. My personal opinion, though, that out of all three of those teams, the one team that needs weapons the most is going to be the Raiders. So if he goes anywhere, my money would be he's going to Vegas, and he'll get paid. But again, I wouldn't be surprised if they don't find some way to, Washington doesn't find some way to hold on to the core. I would. I mean, again, I cannot believe. See, last year I picked the Jaguars to be that sleeper team. Watch out for them. They're going to come in the back door, and they were one of the worst teams in the league. I never expected Washington to come in guns blazing like that. They were fun to watch, trust me. And it got to a point, that was by far one of my favorite playoff games, was Detroit versus Washington. And I did not expect Detroit to get beat around like that. But then again, by the time they played Washington, I mean, most of the team was on injury. So they took a pounding last year. No, he didn't. Dude, I tell you what. Last year's draft was awesome. And you got to look at it this way, too. Like, I mean, we had a lot of... It was weird to see some of these top players go down during preseason. J.J. McCarthy with the Vikings, I can't wait to see what he can do. I think he's going to be... That's one of the reasons why I said they will be... I think they're going to be a strong contender. Oh, wow. How about Denver? Dude, Brock came out. I couldn't believe it. But he was also one of the ones I wanted to see the Steelers pick up. And again, didn't happen. There's just, I mean, certain things. I mean, the Steelers, I don't know what to think on it, guys. Like I said, other than the fact that I don't think my boys are going to be doing much this year when it comes to we're not playoff bound this year, no. And I'd be willing to put a small wager on it that they will not be making, they'll have their first losing season in I can't remember how long now. So on that note, guys, we have hit that time. Unfortunately, we are compressed tonight. Make sure you join us. I saw the head shake. What you got, girl? Make sure you check us out Sunday night for our Sunday night weekend hangover. Monday nights, the Monday night bartender. Our Wednesday night open bar and our Thursday, now that football is in, guys, there's going to be a lot of football talk, a lot of sports talk. I promised everybody when it came time, we were coming right back with it. And don't be surprised if next Thursday you don't see a familiar face in here. So my final shot of the evening, guys. Take care. Go in. Tune into the Hall of Fame game. I think it's going to be a good one tonight. It's going to be soggy over there in Canton. There are good ships. There are wood ships. There are ships that sail the sea. But the best ships are friendships. And may they always be. Michael, thank you. Appreciate you, brother. Kyle, thanks for coming in. By the way, Kyle's a friend of mine I met, some years ago. All these sports talk, always fun. Guys, everything we say on this show, though, is just our opinion. But then again, kitty cat.
It could just be the alcohol talking.
You have a good night. We'll see you later.
Thank you for stopping in and listening to the Another Shot podcast. We shared some drinks, stories, and laughs. But it's time to say goodnight. Join us next time on Another Shot podcast.
If you're looking for a party, then man, have you found it? Now the shot is coming raw and unbounded. The whiskey's always talking and the beer's overflowing. Now the shot is gonna hit you with the mind overloaded. The bar is always open, but no inhibitions. Another shot will leave your sensories twitching. Just for just our opinion.